Good day and welcome to the dining room table. At the White House press briefing, White House press secretary was asked regarding the funding to FEMA and the funding to Ukraine. Please subscribe, like, and share. So let's hear what Press Secretary Jean Pierre has to say regarding this question.
You mentioned the president's supplemental request earlier in live speed at stake. Senator Rubio, whose state is recovering from Hurricane Idalia, says the $16 billion in additional disaster relief should be decoupled from the additional funding sought for Ukraine. Of course, that's the part of the request that seems to be opposed by many Republicans. Is the administration willing to separate these requests and seek the FEMA disaster aid independently to ensure it gets to the hurricane victims and Hawaii wildfire victims as quickly as possible? Or do you see that these things have to be grouped together for the request?
So look, I've been asked this question multiple times over the last, 10 days about your specific question about this, about the supplemental funding for Ukraine and also what has been requested by FEMA, which is the $16 billion. Look, we see them both as incredibly important. I just laid out at the top what we saw happen in Ukraine. 16 civilians died. We are going to see the president go to the G20 talking about our commitment for Ukraine and making sure that the people of Ukraine who are bravely fighting for their sovereignty, for their democracy, has what they need to fight against Russia's aggression. We have been very clear about that. We believe that has been done in a bipartisan way, and we have said we appreciate the bipartisanship that has come out of Congress in getting this done. It is important. It is important to help a country continue to fight for their democracy. And so we believe, as United States, this president believes, as a leader, that this is part of our job, right? Part of our duty to make sure that Ukraine continues to fight again for their sovereignty, for their democracy. And look, $16 billion to make sure we've seen, you all have covered what's been happening the last 2 years under this administration, specifically on what we've seen with extreme weather, extreme temperatures, and what that's doing to communities. We were in a rural community on Saturday. The president was there. You all saw what happened in these communities. It should be done. It should be that $16 billion should be moved forward for communities across the country. We are not going to get into hypotheticals from here about decoupling anything at this time. What we believe are these are vital, important government programs that need to be funded, that Congress should act on, that has been done in a bipartisan way. And so that's what we're going to continue to
But
stick to.
more quickly get that FEMA funding. Why
I,
not do that?
I hear your question. I just laid out why each are incredibly important to move forward with. And so our goal here is to get that done. We're having those conversations here at the White House with folks on the other side of Pennsylvania, as I just mentioned, to get this done. These are vital programs. These are vital, important government programs that need to be done. And so that is the message that we're going to be very clear about. As I said, the president says that privately and also publicly. Okay.
And there you have it, uh, FEMA and Ukraine and the funding for them both. Please subscribe, like, and share. Until next time. Peace.